Back in 2007, a movie came out called Breach, and it was the story of Robert Hansen, who was an FBI agent and a very devout Catholic person. He went to Mass every single day. He lived his life as best he could as a religious person, but he had secrets. It turns out, as an FBI agent, he had access to classified information, and was selling that information to the Russians, causing the deaths of several FBI agents. And the movie is the story about how they investigated and found him out. So on the outside, he was faithful, he was upright, he was everything an agent was supposed to be. But inside, he was confused and deceitful, and he was willing to sell others out for his own gain. So he was a live contradiction. Now, we are not on the same plane as Robert Hansen, but the potential exists. Richard John Newhouse, a theologian, said sin is exactly about three things: infidelity, infidelity, and infidelity. Hansen was unfaithful to his nation and to his oath, and also to the people that he sold out. But we also, too, can be unfaithful each and every day to God and to the people who are around us. And it's not just a case of, well, I'm Catholic and I don't go to Mass or something like that, but even more so, I'm a Catholic Christian person and I'm proud of that, but I cheat on my taxes, I don't feed the poor, I treat immigrants with disdain. I'm a Catholic Christian person, but I don't defend life from conception to natural death. I talk about others all the time. I demean those people that I don't like. So each and every day, I think, is a challenge in this way to make ourselves Christ-like. And that is a lifetime proposition. And that is the same for me and you. And even though the word is used in the gospel, being a hypocrite, I don't think it's so much being a hypocrite as it is being sinful people. That we're trying to move forward, we're trying to live a life that is in line with Christ's, but so many times we fall short because we, in fact, are sinful people. The Pharisees and the Sadducees that Jesus is talking about today, they say, I follow the law, therefore I'm a good person. Well, not really. Jesus is challenging them to be more. He's asking them, what's inside of you? How are you motivated? Are you motivated by fear or minimalism? I'll do the minimum. I'll do the law, and that's about it. And I've seen that sometimes. I remember a gentleman coming to me in confession one time. He said, well, I haven't murdered anyone. Well, good for you. I hope you're not starting very soon. But the thing is, that's the minimum. That's an idea of, well, I'll just do the minimum, do the law, and that's okay. But God is calling us to so much more. We're called to be motivated out of not fear, but out of love of God and other people, which of course then demands every single moment of our lives to be focused on others. So faith should always come from love and not from the law. It's an interior will to be a disciple, to follow the Lord each and every day. And I think sometimes we can get into trouble with law versus our faith in the Lenten season. This is kind of my favorite theme of Lent. It's sad to say that sometimes this can be a problem, but it seems sometimes during Lent we focus on the law a lot. As long as I don't eat meat on Friday, I'm the perfect Catholic in the world. This is being recorded. And so the thing is, there's a buddy of mine who I like very much. He's a wonderful, wonderful guy. But at the same time, he hasn't darkened the door of a church in years. However, during Lent, he always gives out alcohol. And it's like, Dan, come on. What are you doing? You know? If anything, start going to church and don't worry about the giving up of alcohol. And then what happens on Easter Sunday? Goes right back to it again. I'm like, that's not the point of giving up something during Lent, is to flee back to it when the time is done. Because actually that practice is supposed to call us to an interior change, That is not to just do something for 40 days, but to be changed for a lifetime. And it's a noble thing to give something up during Lent when there's a true desire to reform ourselves, but it's kind of a waste of time if we're not really going to change for the long term. So the difficulty is, I think so many times, because we are such a law-based society, that we can be focused on the minimum. We can be focused on the law and the law alone, when in fact we're being called as Catholic Christians to so much more. So perhaps this morning we can think about, what is the contradiction, what is the unfaithfulness within us that needs reform? And I'm sure we don't have to go too far to think of one. You know them about yourself. And so we ask this morning, where do we fall short in being Catholic people? And then we pray, Lord, help us to honor you, not on the surface, not on the minimum, but way down deep in our hearts, so that all that we do is from your inspiration, and not some inspiration of minimalism or our own desire to work out of fear. So we pray that we can always be people who look way down deep within ourselves and honor the Lord by truly reaching out to the other people around us in faith, hope, and love. Let's now please stand.